Weapon attack mods among most of the community are considered super rare, and my goal with this video is to show you that this is not true. I want you to be able to confidently dismantle 20 of them and not care. Personally, I've used this over the last 4 days and gone from rank 78 gunsmith to rank 138 as of writing the script, and within the video itself, I'll be showing you how I'll be gaining 10 more ranks with incredible ease. This method will get you any weapon in the game, excluding the raid and trials weapons, so if you're actively searching for a specific meta weapon, this is the farm for you. On top of the meta weapons, there's a very slight chance at exotics, as all reputation vendors have a chance of giving you exotics. In addition, you'll be able to quickly farm any legendary mods you want through countless packages, as well as crafting legendary mods themselves, which will ultimately lead to the coveted weapon attack mod that is considered oh so rare. If it's a weapon or a mod, you can get it through this method. Now, before we get into this, I want to make some clarifications, and honestly, these are more mandatory suggestions than they are clarifications. These are pretty much mandatory, and will get you the most out of this method. First, to get the absolute most out of this, you'll need to be power level 280. However, this is what I consider mandatory, as crafting mods is a huge part of this method. Second, I highly suggest getting 100,000 glimmer before starting. If you don't have 100,000 glimmer, there are a few things I can suggest to make the grind easier. Make sure you've done every lost sector on every planet on all your characters, as these give around 700 glimmer each. Do every daily challenge, as they give roughly 1,000 glimmer each, and make sure you found and opened every regional chest on every planet, as these also give 1,000 glimmer each. Third, having hundreds of legendary shards is almost mandatory. I know many players who have asked for a legendary shard dump, and this is a massive dump for legendary shards. You can quickly burn through 500 legendary shards and not even notice it with this method. If you don't have legendary shards in mass quantity, I have 2 videos on my channel that I was personally able to use to farm 500 shards in a single day. You could either click the eye icon at the top of the screen found here to go to my Nessus token farm, and if that icon isn't showing up, you can find the links to both that video and my archaeology token farm in the description. Both those videos will net you hundreds of shards and will also help you hit that 100k glimmer if my previous suggestions didn't help. If you haven't reached power level 280, you don't have 100k glimmer, and you don't have a few hundred legendary shards laying around, I suggest going out and getting those things and then coming back to this video. But if you're ready to go, let's dive into this. You'll need to head to the tower and store all of your weapons in the vault. This isn't some sort of manipulation of RNG or anything. This is simply so you don't accidentally dismantle a weapon that you may have forgot to lock. I don't want to see anyone typing in the comment section saying that I made them dismantle their 305 Nameless Midnight, because I warned you. So before starting, be sure to store all your weapons in the vault. Once you've stored all your weapons and you have 100,000 glimmer, head over to Banshee and spend about 50,000 of that glimmer on blue weapon mods. However, if you don't have 100k, spend about half of whatever you have. This is simply to jumpstart your pool on legendary mods for later in this method. Now that you've purchased a bunch of blue mods, you should have the ability to combine quite a few into legendary mods at a 3-to-1 rate. Do this and then open your inventory. If you've been playing this game since launch, you probably have quite a few legendary mods. Dismantle the ones you won't be using. Honestly, there's no reason to keep anything more than a few solar arc, void, and weapon attack mods, as this method generates legendary mods at an alarming rate. As you dismantle this mod, you'll notice that you're gaining 1 shard and 1 mod component. These come into play very soon. Now that you've cleared out all your unnecessary legendary mods, you have about 50k glimmer, a bunch of mod components, and a few hundred legendary shards. This is where the fun begins. Head over to the vault and go to the collections. Purchase 9 kinetic exotics, 9 energy exotics, and 9 power exotics. This will cost you about 270 legendary shards, but don't worry, you'll get a lot of those back in a second. Once your inventory is full of exotics, begin dismantling those same exotics that you just purchased. This will return 5 shards and 3 gunsmith materials. Essentially, you are trading 5 legendary shards for 3 gunsmith materials. Let's say you started with 270 shards. You should now have about 81 gunsmith materials and 135 shards. You can repeat this until you're out of shards. Now purchasing 13 exotics, getting 39 gunsmith materials, and having 70 shards remaining, repeating this process until you're down to 0. Ultimately, the more shards you have, the more you can do with this, and the more gunsmith materials you can get. Now that you have a couple hundred gunsmith materials, return to Banshee and turn in your gunsmith materials. Every 25 you have is 1 gunsmith engram. This will generate more blue mods, 1 legendary weapon, and give you a chance at legendary mods. Combine any blue mods into legendary mods, keep any legendary weapons and mods that you want, and dismantle the rest. This will generate more mod components components, more legendary shards, and more gunsmith materials. You're gonna now repeat this process until you're out of shards or simply wish to stop. Now that you spent all your shards and have a bunch of mod components, it's time to spend that remaining amount of glimmer. And this is why I highly suggested that you be at power level 280. You can now use your glimmer and mod components to purchase any mods you wish, but I know you all want weapon attack mods, so I suggest purchasing legendary weapon mods. These are purchased for 1000 glimmer and 2 mod components. You'll receive quite a few arc, void, and solar mods, but if you had enough mod components, glimmer, and legendary shards, you'll definitely receive quite a few weapon attack mods. You can then dismantle the elemental mods you don't want and repeat this process until you completely run out of everything. So now that you know how to do this method, I'm going to say this. I showed this to a couple friends and all of them said how broken this was, and some of them even said I shouldn't post this video. I'm not sure if they said that to keep it to themselves or they were worried that this would break the game. I myself was even hesitant sharing this because of how broken this could be if you have enough shards. I'm going to go out of my way here and say that if by some chance Bungie sees this video, I'm going to suggest this fix. I know it's not just as simple as changing a number because I know development isn't easy, but changing the price of exotics in the collection from 10 to 20 will completely nerf this method. While this isn't an exploit, I know this isn't intentional. So if you are a viewer, use it while you can, and if by some chance you are working for Bungie, fix this as soon as you can, because I know how powerful this is. Regardless guys, I've been working on this for a while, so if you found it useful, I'd appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. If you're looking for a place to chat with gamers, maybe consider the Multilux Community Discord, and if you like streams, check out my Twitch channel. Both the links to the Discord and my Twitch can be found in the description, and as always, I want to thank you guys for your continued support. But I'm going to get out of here, so my name is Matt, enjoy this method, and I'll see you guys next time.